Good afternoon, y'all. Injury report, Esang is out. Caden Stearns is doubtful. And then Deshaun, DJ, Quinn, Josie, and Russell are questionable. He's going to be he's day-to-day up to this point, so it'll probably be game time.
With him in hamstring, how much are you willing or able to sort of adjust if he's limited in safety, right? Or does he need to be able to do everything that you want him to do?
We can always adjust anything, to make sure we've got the best scenario out there. We just want to be sure that he can protect himself. I think that's the most important thing.
How do you look out there the last 2 days?
Good. He's a grinder. I mean, he works hard. He's tough. I mean, that's who he is. He fights through everything.
Do you plan to make Josh Johnson active either way, just in case?
Another thing we're working out due to our injury situation and making sure we've got everything kind of covered. We just want to be sure we do what's right for the team.
Is it just Russ's hamstring right now, or how's
Yep.
his shoulder doing?
Just the hamstring.
When did you say how you split it up today?
He got some reps. I don't want to go into it. He got some reps and was able to get in there, and that's all that matters.
How has Rip looked?
You gave Brett and him starter reps?
Yes. Yep. They both winning with starters. Yes.
How much you have to weigh immediate this week versus you have a bye in a couple weeks, you give him a little extra time? How much do you weigh that?
We try to look at everything. It's obviously we want to win a football game this week, and we want to put ourselves in the best position to do that. So we'll do the right thing there, and then you're always looking at kind of what's ahead. We know that we have a lot of football left. I think that's the important thing to look at. Is there's a long season still to be had.
How's Rip looked with the starter reps he's gotten?
Good. He's taken advantage of those, and he's gotten better whether he plays or not. I think it's so valuable to get any reps you can, especially with the starting group.
When you look at a guy like Wilson, he obviously wants to play. He's never set out without surgery, essentially. How do you look at it in terms of being fair to him and fair to the team?
It's so important to have the communication with him. I think first and foremost, I want to be sure that we're doing the right thing for him, which then essentially helps the entire team. And I know he's going to do the right thing. I'm going to do the right thing. Our entire organization, the medical staff has been great. George has been great. Greg Penner has been great. I mean, just the whole group on just kind of making sure we're doing all the right stuff with Russ.
Coach,
There's been a lot of attention on Russ, obviously, but have you seen the team as a whole respond this week and go to a game that's obviously critical?
Good. Every game is critical, and we want to be sure that we're always putting ourselves in position to win. We've been in tight games. I mean, 2 overtime games in a row. We just have to bring it together so that we can win those close games now.
Justin Allen said some of the coaches have been sleeping in the facilities. That just show the grind and the urgency that you guys are feeling, and have you been partaking in that?
I mean, first and foremost, coaches always joke about that stuff. I mean, we've had some very unique schedules. Anytime you have the short weeks, it's a strain on coaches, but every coach has to deal with that. It's not an excuse. It's just you got to get your work done. And once your work is done, everybody heads out. And if you're on a short week, that kind of extends everything.
Coach, there's not really a good time to ask this because I don't know if Sunday after the game's right, but I know London's a place that you really like. I think one of your kids is named London. Have you given your players advice, or will you talk to them about kind of stuff to do on their off day, or your favorite type thing?
Yeah, we've talked about all that. It's one of those things. They do have the off day once we get there. We want to be sure that they're able to move around. I mean, there's a whole process when you fly overseas and you have a 9-hour flight and being able to get your body back so you can focus in. So we're trying to adjust the schedule. It is a unique situation again, but there are some great things. I mean, it's a fantastic place. Going there, went there this last summer and absolutely loved the experience there. Wembley's amazing. It's a great experience.
What will you do to help them maybe help everyone kind of get some sleep on the flight? What can the training staff do?
That's always a trick. You want to do your best to try to encourage everybody to go to sleep. I mean, a lot of people don't like at all to fall asleep on planes, but it's a 9-hour flight, and when we wake up, it's the next day, and you got to get going. So that's a challenge, but that's why we wanted to go a little early so they can get accustomed to the time change earlier.